Hi, this is Emily Leiphart of Art from the Heart, and I'm super excited to be joining Sweet Stamp Shop as a brand ambassador. In my first video for Sweet Stamp Shop, I'm going to be giving you a closer look at the May 4th release, which is perfect for Father's Day, camping, summer days, and everything in between. There are 4 stamp sets in today's release, and they're all fabulous. They can be used in so many ways, individually as well as mixed together with each other and other Sweet Stamp Shop products. The first set is a petite stamp set called Dad Bear. It's simple, but I love it because you can use the word dad in combination with so many other sentiments, and the bear is the perfect critter for so many occasions. His sweater is plain enough that you can color and decorate it any way you see fit. The second set is a 2x6 stamp set called Papa Bear. It features sentiments for Dad as well as Grandpa. There are 2 other styles of bears which are perfect for mixing and matching with the Dad Bear. I love having a nerdy bear, a dapper bear, and a worker bear. There's something for everyone. Next up are 2 camping sets which can be used individually or together. I've never camped in a motorhome, but I have quite a few friends who do, so this 4x6 motorhome stamp set is perfect for them. I love those sentiments since they make these images great for cards, scrapbook layouts, and project life pages. On the right is another 2x6 stamp set called S'more. I love Nicole's humor in all of her sets with expressive objects, and this is no exception. I can see a lot of mixing and matching with these sentiments, and I'm even going to use that marshmallow as a teacup or bowl of soup in one of my cards. I'll be sharing 3 different styles of cards using all 4 of these stamp sets, but I'm only going to show the creation of one of these cards from start to finish. For my main feature card, I'll be using all 3 bears from both Dad Bear and Papa Bear. I want to create a card that represents all of the hats that dads wear: working dad, fancy dad, relaxed dad, and weekend dad. I'm going to create a grid of 4 bears with a sentiment in the middle. Underneath the large dad word, I'm going to mask off the first line of one of the sentiments from Superboy and stamp that below dad so it reads, "Dad, you're my superhero." I love it when I can create my own personalized sentiment with parts of other sentiments. After the first set of images are stamped, I will reuse the dad bear on the bottom right hand corner, so there are 2 of this bear. I mask off the bottom 2 lines of the sentiment and remember to remove the washi tape before stamping. Now this panel is ready for heat embossing. I'll be applying clear embossing powder and heat embossing 2 sets of these bears. The panel with the sentiment is the actual card, and the extra bears are for one of the other cards that I'll be sharing at the end of this video. I'll be using another stamp set called College Plans to place a calculator and coffee cup in the dad's bear's hands to add dimension to an otherwise flat card. I'll quickly stamp and heat emboss those now. I'm such a nerd and love stamp sets with books, note papers, and of course anything with coffee is a must-have. After choosing my distress ink colors, I smush them on my craft mat and color the bears, sentiment, and accessories. Since the dies are solid dies and I've already stamped and colored the images, I simply create templates using vellum. I use temporary adhesive to hold the dies in place so the dies catch on the edges of the templates. Then I hold the dies in place with removable tape and run them through my Big Shot. I'm going to trim down the watercolored panel 1/8 of an inch on all 4 sides so a bit of the craft card base shows as a frame. The edges of my trimmer blade are a bit dull, so I just use a nail file to remove the fuzz. It works like a charm. Now I'm ready to adhere this panel to the card base. Since it's thick, textured, and warped from the heat embossing and watercoloring, I'm going to use plenty of score tape to keep it flat on the card base. To finish the card, I add foam tape to the back of the calculator and coffee cup and adhere them to the bear's paws. So there's my first card, and now I'd like to assemble the other two cards and explain my design ideas. I used the exact same colors as the first card because it was easier, but also so they could be given away as a set and also photographed nicely together. This second card also features the Dad Bear set as a one-layer card. I paired it with the Celebrate and You words, which are from two different sentiments in the 2x6 stamp set called Birthday Sentiments. The bookshelves are from Book Club, and the shadow rug or anchor underneath the bear is from Artsy Fartsy. It's meant to be a puddle or ink blot, but you can use it in other ways like I did here. I trimmed only the vertical sides of the panel, but I did so unevenly since I wanted more glitter tape to show on the left side of the card. I simply taped the black glitter strips to the card base, trimmed off the excess, and popped on the panel with score tape. Then I added a few sequins to finish it off. For my third and final card, I adhered the panel directly to the card base with score tape, and I actually forgot the strips in the other direction, but that's okay. All of the images that I added to this base will need to be fussy cut since there are no coordinating dies just yet. If you wanted to create this scene as a single layer to make it easier, you could create masks, but that would still involve the same amount of fussy cutting. This way, there's a lot of dimension and visual interest. I used a combination of Zots, foam tape, and micro glue dots to put together this scene. After all the pieces are cut out, I assemble them into a scene where the two bears are enjoying their quiet time by the roaring fire. One of the bears is enjoying a cup of hot cocoa or bowl of soup, represented by the marshmallow. I just think it looks like one of those tea mugs without a handle, so that's why I decided to use it. I staggered the bears so that one bear stands more forward and closer to the fire. Hopefully he doesn't look like he's on fire. Here's a closer look at all three cards with different themes. There's a father-son male bonding camping trip, then a birthday card for a well-read dad. I stamped the word party on his sweater as a funny contrast to the seriousness of all the literature. And finally, there's the Father's Day card I made at the start of this video. So here are all three cards together. I hope you enjoyed today's inspiration from the May 4th release. All of these products are now available at sweetstampshop.com. Please refer to the supply links below if you're interested in any of the products I used in this video. You can also visit my blog for stills and more information about my cards. Thanks so much for watching!